Hey guys, welcome to Silicon Valley Girl. This video is about making money for young people with no prior experience. And if 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I would talk about being a babysitter, working as a waiter, doing offline stuff for money. This time in 2021, we're going to talk about more ways to make money online. But I wanted to start with a notion that I won't give you a magic pill that you would take today and tomorrow you're going to make $1,000 in a day. This is a step-by-step process. And what I want you to focus on right now is that you're not actually making those $10 or $15 an hour. You are exploring different ways of making money. You're trying different things, and you're also working on your entrepreneurial mindset. I'm gonna start with my own story before we go into those ways you can make money. My first time making money was giving concerts in my small hometown Penza, which is like a very small town in Russia. But I want you to have this picture in your mind that Russian houses, they have entrances, and there will be a lot of old ladies sitting next to the entrance, just watching people come out of the house and talking all the time. So I would come out of the house and I would start singing, and I will have like a small box for donations. That was my first time making money, and I made like maybe 50 cents, which was, by the way, a lot for a Russian girl to make per concert. And I would go and buy myself chewing gum, etc. And that time I realized I like attention. I like doing something publicly, and this is why I became a YouTuber. Later on, I signed up with a company called Avon, and I would sell Avon cosmetics to my teachers. The contract was in my mother's name because I was 12 years old. And again, this was the time when I realized, oh, I like selling. I like selling good products. So after this video, when you start doing something and later you realize you're not making enough money or this is not what you want to do, think of it as of a great experience. Because in my life, I've also been a souvenir shop assistant and I hated it. I ran away from it in 2 weeks. I made really small money, but this is also when I learned that I won't be able to work for anyone in my life just because this is not something I want to do. I want to be free. And another concept that I want you to think of, you're on this mountain, which is not that high, and right here is another huge mountain. In order for you to go to that bigger mountain, you need to create a ladder. But every step of a ladder is given to you if you make one mistake. That means that every mistake that you're gonna make when trying different things that I'm gonna talk about in this video will lead you to this higher mountain where you would realize what you actually want to do. So let's get into details. Let's talk about ways you can make money. The first thing that you can do is teach other people. And you might say, oh, Marina, but I'm still in school. I've just started learning a language. Basically, even if you're intermediate in a language, you can start teaching kids. You can start helping other people make their first steps in the language. And this is what I did. When I started learning German, I think I was 12 when I started, but at the age of 15, I gave my first German class to a lady who was just starting out. We started with an alphabet, we started with basic vocabulary, and I charged $10 an hour. The next time I charged per class was when I took GMAT, and I didn't have my channel back then, but I started posting online, and this is how my first students found me. But I also posted my resume on different platforms, and I got a couple of students for, again, $10 an hour, which was great, which also made me realize that I don't want to teach people one-on-one because I enjoy talking to a bigger audience. But I also realized I love teaching, and I taught maybe for a couple of months and I was able to make my pocket money. Pick a subject that you like the most and find clients who are just starting in this subject. The next amazing idea, creating personal websites. The thing is, there are so many platforms right now, but the trendiest platform to create a website right now is Notion. And I know so many friends who are like, I want to create a website on Notion. How do I do that? Again, what you can do, you can just reach out to your favorite bloggers and say, hey, I noticed you didn't have a personal website and I can create one. You need to explore Notion, but basically it's a platform where you can do anything. But if you create a website, it just has this lean look. It's mostly black and white with emojis. I love this style personally. Super easy to create, and you don't need a special skill here. You just need to know the person or their business. You just need to have a text that you're gonna use and you create a website. So, Notion websites, I think it's a niche that's going to grow. I'm working on my own website. I became an investor, recently invested in 4 startups. So I'm working on my personal website as an investor, and it's gonna be on Notion. I just love what they've done there. The next thing, e-commerce. And if you're wondering what e-commerce is, it's basically selling anything online. And you might wonder, Marina, what do I sell? Again, personal story. 5 years ago, I wanted to create my own planner for people who learn English. So we needed to find the right paper quality. I needed to find designers. I needed to come up with texts. I needed to find a good company to print that book. We needed to find somebody who would ship it. Like, there was so many things involved, but now everything can be done a lot easier with a platform that is called Alibaba.com. And they're sponsoring this video. And now I'm gonna explain how you can easily create a product to sell, how you can start in e-commerce without going through a nightmare I had to go through. So basically, Alibaba.com lets you find a supplier who would do everything for you, so you don't have to set up your own production in order to create a product. Alibaba.com did a lot of work in order to help you find the right supplier, because there are so many. Like, I would say you can find 1,000 suppliers who would print a workbook for you or who would create a planner for you, but it's very important to make sure you found the right one. So what Alibaba.com did, they provided immersive experience in full-scale showrooms and assembly lines using 360 virtual technology for detailed product inspections. There is an always-on AI guide to help with efficient product discovery. So the way it works, you find a supplier, you talk to them, you explain what you want, and once they start creating your product, Alibaba.com also has this assurance that if something happens, like if you don't like the quality of the product or if shipment is delayed, you will be reimbursed by Alibaba. Trade assurance protects online orders when payment is made through Alibaba.com. You don't have to worry about a warehouse where you store all the goods because Alibaba.com takes care of it. You can use their job shopping feature and the process has never been simpler. You choose products that you like, you add them to your store, and here you have full creativity. You can either customize them. For example, we also did this, and this product, this pocket, we did with the process I just explained to you. So we basically found a supplier, we asked them to customize these pockets, and then they send them to us. Or you can just find the product that you like and you don't have to customize, like humidifier for your car. Like, you need to be creative here and think about things that you're interested in selling. Alibaba.com just started their Super September, and this is the best time to start your business with Alibaba.com. There are amazing discounts, up to 40% off across 34 categories, up to 30% off on delivery duty paid products with door-to-door service with fixed price. They also have at least 10% off dropshipping products and at least 10% off on holiday products. And seasonal business is also a thing. So if you're thinking of starting something, you also tie it to Christmas holidays that are coming, well, soon. And this would be the best way to explore whether e-commerce is for you or not. The link will be down below. Check it out. The next job is my favorite. And if you're studying now, watching this, there is a huge opportunity. There are a lot of video editors in the world, but there aren't too many video editors who understand modern social media platforms like TikTok, Shorts on YouTube, Instagram Reels. One of my friends is working on a freelance platform and he's focusing on those creator jobs. And he said, there is so much demand for TikTok editors, we just don't get enough supply. We don't have enough people who can edit TikTok's videos. So this is a huge opportunity, I'm pretty sure, and comment down below which social network you use the most. But I have a feeling that TikTok should be one of your favorite video networks. See, you understand how dynamics work. You understand which video you like and which you don't like. So you have your own taste. Quick recommendation here. You could start editing videos and posting online about your skill, but you can also reach out to bloggers you like and create something custom for them. For example, if you like watching Graham Stephan, you can reach out to him and say, hey Graham, I love your YouTube videos. Why aren't you on TikTok? He's on TikTok, by the way, but he hasn't been posting a lot. But anyways, you just reach out. And this is, by the way, how he found Jack. Jack is the guy who's always with him, helping him edit, helping him host his show on another channel. So just reach out to your favorite bloggers with a customized message. Don't do like 100 emails at a time. If you're genuine, if you're willing to provide help, I'm pretty sure you will be able to find your customer. And so again, the idea here is you're either editing videos for them, or you could also repurpose their content. Like with the example I provided with Graham, you take their YouTube video and you create an Instagram reel, a TikTok video, and a YouTube short. And I have this person, for example, in my team who just does that all the time, and she's in huge demand. She's working for other bloggers as well. If we want to talk about offline work, yes, we can talk about babysitting, we can talk about dog walking, we can talk about all other things, but I just want to give you my friend's daughter example. She lives in the same neighborhood, and she had this idea of making money online. And she decided that, well, dog walking, this sounds like a legit idea. So she went around and posted notes that she can walk your dog for like $10 an hour. What happened? Nothing. So she posted many ads, nobody contacted her. And she started analyzing, why is this happening this way? And she started talking to her neighbors, like, why don't you want me to walk your dog? And the thing is, we live in an area where a lot of people are hikers. It's just, we're super remote from the town. You need to drive 10 minutes to be in a town. And here, like, all people live in the hills just because they want to walk. And people don't want to delegate walking their dog. This is something they enjoy doing. So she started doing customer development. She started talking to neighbors, like, what do you need help with? And she realized there was several families with kids who really wanted some help babysitting. And this is how she iterated and found the next thing that she wanted to do. So don't be afraid to talk to your potential customers. Go to your neighbors, ask them what they want, ask them how you can be helpful. Or if you post ads that nobody replies, try to dig deeper why that happened. And I want to wrap up with a job that I would love to have a person to help me with that. And you don't need to have any prior experience to do it. But basically, a lot of people have a lot of stuff in their homes that they need to sell. I don't have time for listing everything on eBay. I need to sit down, I need to research what these items are selling for, and then post them and interact with a buyer. Like, that's too much headache, and I just don't do it. But I would love for a person to come over and help me declutter my closets and sell stuff online. And here you don't need really any skills. You need your smartphone to take pictures with. But you go to your neighbor's house and say, I can help you declutter, I can help sell your things, organize a garage sale or whatever, and I'm gonna take 20% of the revenue or 30% of the revenue. This is super legit. And you can also charge by hour, but I think if you charge percent of the revenue, that would incentivize you to set higher prices and sell more. And I think this is a super cool idea to explore offline and interact with your neighbors more. Don't forget to check out Alibaba.com. The link is down below. Worry less, sell more. That's the business with Alibaba.com. And once you find your superpower, you would realize that you don't need to work 24/7 to make more money. You just need to focus on your superpower, and that would bring you to the next level. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is what leads you to the next mountaintop. I hope this was useful, guys. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit the red button down below and subscribe, and I will see you very soon in my next videos. Bye bye.